Here we are.
You starting it?
Well, I don't know. Maybe you can start it. Yeah, go on.
Let's start.
Let's start.
Welcome to the Lloyd and Joe Show.
It's got a good ring to it.
It has.
Let's just hope
Better than the
it's...
Joe and Lloyd Show.
Yeah.
It's the Lloyd and Joe Show.
Yeah, I think that's a bit better.
Yeah, I'm Lloyd.
And I'm Joe. And hopefully someone actually watches this.
My mum, your mum.
My mum, my dad, my brother.
There's 4 people.
Yeah.
But, no, awesome. We've just decided to do a podcast talking about
Absolute bollocks.
which is what we talk about in the gym.
Yeah. And so we thought for your entertainment, whoever you are, we'd record it and see what else comes out. Because we have enough gold that we talk about in the gym. It's just a shame no one's ever there to witness it. Apart from Lydia, that sometimes gets annoyed. But...
We've probably got to No, I was going to say we censor it.
No.
But no, uncensored.
Not. I'm uncensored anyway, so...
Yeah, standard. So we'll talk whiskey,
Sport.
bollocks.
Yeah. Professionally.
No politics.
No politics.
Speaking
Fuck
of
that.
bollocks.
Yeah, no.
You say music.
Absolutely not. Music, mental health, absolutely.
Positivity.
Bit of fitness, bit of what Lloyd does. We'll probably get a bit more into why we do what we do. I think it'll be quite interesting. Me and you and everyone else, I think. But yeah, you just got back from Italy, didn't you?
I did.
How was that? What were you there? Were we just there for time off? Or?
Yeah, so it's half term for the kids. Took them away.
Nice.
Yeah, really enjoyed it. Weather here was shit.
It was.
Weather in Italy was about 28 degrees. So.
Whereabouts in Italy did you go?
We went to Abruzzo, so it's an hour and a half east of Rome.
Okay.
Yeah, nice.
Nice. Yeah, I've never done it, but I need to go.
We've got a place there. Yeah, it's good.
Is that where in Italy haven't you done, which you would want to go to?
Pisa.
Yeah.
Just to do the iconic photo.
Yeah.
Although I've seen on Instagram everyone going around just high-fiving everyone in the photos now.
That's something I'd do.
Yeah, Pisa. I'd love to go to Milan properly. More to see Inter versus AC.
Yeah. San Siro, got to be done.
Turin.
Yeah.
Modena. I'd like to go to Monza.
Of course. Anything related to sport.
Yeah.
Nice.
Grand Prix might come up a lot as well, the F1. Because it's quality. And this season's actually a lot better because Max is struggling, which is funny. Yeah.
Where is he in the championship now?
Still first, but Lando is hot on his tail.
4 more races or 3?
Brazil, Abu Dhabi,
Vegas,
Qatar.
Isn't it?
I think there's one more. Yeah,
Bahrain.
Might be Qatar.
Or
Bahrain's spin. So yeah,
Qatar.
We'll see. As of this recording, Lando is I think it's about 50 points behind.
Oh,
so
nice.
It's doable. So we'll see.
Nice. Good. Good man.
Where were we? What were we talking? We're just talking about topics, weren't we? Italy.
Well,
you just got back. Enjoying it. So the weather was nice. Food was amazing. Speaking of fitness.
I struggle to think why you would not want to live in Italy. Good food, good drink, good weather.
Good culture.
No chavs. Good cars.
Shit roads.
And then UK, you got fish and chips.
Yeah.
Potholes and David Walliams. It's pretty much all you fucking got.
Those 3.
And Jimmy Savile, for the wrong reasons.
He's gone, long gone.
Yeah, true.
He's but why David Walliams?
I just thought Britain. Like him. I just thought I don't mind the bloke. I just thought Britain and David Little Britain.
Yeah, Little Britain. That should not have been taken off the air.
They're doing another series.
I get it. I get that it's offensive to some people.
That's their fucking problem.
But it's comedy, and comedy's not there to really. Well, I don't think comedy's not there to really like isolate someone.
No,
it's there to make humour of cultures and
that's true.
The world. Like, if I don't get offended by white jokes or anything like
that,
it's not.
Would you say you're quite cultured? I'd say you're. Yeah. Who's more cultured, your lid?
Me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I am and I'm not. I am to a certain degree. I think going to America is always a big shock. You've been a few times, but the culture shock there was quite big. But
but it was
Yeah,
right. From your experience then, what did you think America was going to be like before you went compared to what it was like when you went?
I knew it was going to be massive and in your face. I wouldn't say where I went in East Tennessee, I wouldn't say it was in your face because it wasn't. It was just, everything was just huge. I thought everyone would be like...
Huge.
I thought everyone would be fat, but they weren't. And I also thought, I don't know, I guess I thought everyone would be over the top, but that might be more of a West Coast thing, which from talking to people there, I think it is. But it was just like the friendliest, most respectful place I've ever been. Like, people really cared about where they lived, whereas you go anywhere in the UK, there's certain parts you can tell people care where they live and certain parts where they don't. But yeah, it was just great fun. Everyone was really nice, welcoming. Weather was great, food was great, drink was great.
Yeah.
Just
that's what I like about...
They love their country. I think that's the biggest...
Yeah, they're very patriotic.
Yeah. They really kind of lead... They really lead their lives by their political values, as opposed to over here, they kind of try and force different views on everyone else, but I just don't really think they care as much over here. That was kind of...
I think UK compared to America is... We weren't going to talk politics, but we're talking politics. Yeah. But whoever's in charge, they're the worst person in the world.
Yeah.
Whereas in America, well, I say Trump, but whoever's in charge, they're kind of like, he's doing a good job or she's doing a good job. Whereas we're complete opposite. We're like, everything is negative. Like, we shouldn't have put him in charge or her in charge or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't get, well, that's enough
humans.
For yeah. But yeah, Americans, I think they're just so warming in terms of...
Oh, they are, yeah.
They want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Whereas in America, we're so... in the UK, we're so pretentious that...
Yeah. They want to find out why you're there. Yeah. I think if an American came over to the UK, no one gives a shit. Whereas when a Brit goes to America, they're like, "What? Like, why are you here? Why this place out of everywhere you could have gone?" Yeah. I can't exactly imagine anyone really wanting to go to Scunthorpe, but... And
when they say... I was going to say something then, but it's censored. Scunthorpe's the only place in the world that puts the C word in.
Yeah. Nice.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, when they want to say like "have a good day," they actually mean it.
Yeah.
Whereas in the UK, when we say "oh, have a good day,"
try not to crash your car. Yeah.
Like, do people mean it all the time? It's like, "Oh, hi, how are you? All right."
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
What's not too bad, mate?
Yeah. Or you know what? My favourite one is, how are you getting there? Yeah. Like, where are we getting to?
I don't know. I don't know.
Where are we getting? Because we never ever fucking get there. But yeah, strange really. But outside of Italy, what have you been done since you've been doing since you got back? Living the life.
As you know, I'm retired now.
Yeah, retired. At the grand old age of 36.
Well, 38, mate. 38.
38.
38.
Are you 39 next year?
Yeah. Oh. And then after that,
you're 39 again.
40.
So what month is your birthday?
July.
So I'm 30 and you're 40 in the same year.
Bonus.
That's going to be dreadful, isn't it? Oh. Like, literally a few months apart.
So we could celebrate a 70th birthday.
Yeah.
We should do a 70th.
Oh, Lid's going to absolutely hate us by then.
Right, let's plan our birthday already.
Absolutely, yeah, we're going to do that.
It's 18 months away.
Yeah, we've got plenty of time.
So
a 30th and a 40th. Oh, God, I feel sorry for Lydia already.
When you're February?
March.
No,
sure.
Beginning
close,
of March. Yeah. It's 12th of March, isn't it?
It is.
12th of March.
Well done.
Because it's the same as my brother. Scott.
Is it?
Yeah, same day.
Oh, fine.
So March, April, May, June, July. So we've got to do it kind of end of May, beginning of June.
Done. I'm in.
So sorted.
Done. All right. There we go. It's something else I learnt today.
There we go. What are we talking about? I don't know.
What have you been doing?
I need some water. Outside of... so yeah, where I was saying, I'm retired. But I run a land course, as you know, teach people how to find deals. I haven't got another course until January, so technically I've got a few months off, which I'm enjoying.
So you're a bum.
I'm not an adult.
You're actually working smart as opposed to working hard. That is the definition of what you're doing.
I work 6 weeks every 3 months.
I like that.
And then the rest of the time we
smart.
record podcasts.
Yeah, chat shit.
Talk crap.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Living the dream. Or some doing God knows how many hours at work, but I love it, so it's all right. PTing, pretty good.
But they're both rewarding. I'm
very.
Teaching people how to find land, you're making people fitter.
Yeah, it's weird. I never thought Did you ever think you'd fall into doing what you do now?
No.
Like, so obviously I know you were heavily involved with sport and football growing up, but outside of that, did you have any idea of, oh, that interests me, or I'm kind of closely related to that, so maybe that's what I'd do if this doesn't work out?
No, I didn't have a clue.
No.
So when I grew up, whatever was on the TV is what I wanted to do. So when Wimbledon...
Babe Station?
I tried it.
Nice.
No. When Wimbledon was on, I wanted to go and play tennis. I was in the street playing tennis.
Yeah.
When the World Cup's on, I'm playing football in the street. When the Rugby World Cup's on, I'm playing football in the street because rugby's shit.
What about the Open or?
Golf. Whenever there's any...
Royal Ascot, you wanted to be a jockey?
Yeah, not... I was the right height. I was the right height.
Right nationality, actually, as well.
But no, horses scare the shit out of me.
Yeah, too big. Too big.
Yeah, I never thought I'd be doing what I'm doing.
No.
But I love it, absolutely love it. I never thought I'd be teaching people because I haven't got the patience to teach people.
Yeah.
But that's different when you're teaching something that has changed my life. So helping other people change their life is whereas if I'm teaching someone to drive a car, oh my God, I'll be...
I can do it. Yeah, it's funny actually. Like I'm just absolutely zero patience. But when it comes to training people on a one-to-one basis, I have all the patience in the world. I think it's not even patience. I think it's just it doesn't annoy me because I understand that they're starting from a position I was in, so I can empathise with it.
Yeah.
So if they don't get something, it doesn't annoy me at all. I think it's more the thing of, right, I want you to do A, B, C, D, and E because this is what will happen when you do it. Similar to what you do, we kind of give people tools to go and do it. But I can't really do much else. Like you have to then go and do it. And I was thinking not to get too deep because that's never a good thing. But I was actually thinking this yesterday about training people, whether it's in education, business, finance, sport, fitness. It's unbelievably pointless giving someone the answer. Like it just absolutely is because then you don't retain any information. I was thinking this the other day about this. Even when I work with clients, I never really give them the answer. I'll kind of help them get there themselves. They just retain the information, whether that's about how they need to lose weight, how they need to get stronger, how they need to kind of periodise their programming for, right, I've got a marathon coming up, what should I do? I'll be like, right, this is why I do what I do. Try it for you and see what works. And they've kind of got their own answer. Yeah, I thought about that the other day.
Well, that's an idea as a mentor, which you are. You've got to teach them to do it for themselves.
Yeah.
You're not a teacher.
Important. No.
You're a mentor, so it's different. So I think I say it all the time, but I'm not saying it all the time. But the whole Mexican fisherman, have you heard that?
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Like you could teach them to fish.
Yeah.
No, you could give them a fish.
Yeah.
Or you could teach them to fish.
Yeah.
You're teaching them to fish.
Yeah. It's doing all right so far.
Yeah. Workout today?
No, not today. I was pretty much back to back, 6, 7, gap at 8, so I had breakfast. I had a big fry up and French toast, obviously. Then I had a 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, gap now, 1 at 4. And then,
but surely you can't eat French toast and lose weight at the same time.
No, that's not how it works.
Yeah, should we get into that conversation?
At some point.
I think that might come up a lot.
And then at the Saints tonight, we've got Leicester Tigers in Premiership Cup, so that'd be good. They're always field kind of, like in football, is it the Carabao Cup? Is that what's going on? Yeah. They kind of field a slightly weaker team to let the rest of the squad have a run out. That's basically what we're doing tonight. So it'll be a good game though. Friday night games are always good.
Score prediction.
Sets the weekend up.
Tigers beat Saints last time.
They did. We're both fielding weaker teams anyway because of the Prem Cup, and we've both got a lot of players out with the England squad because obviously England play All Blacks tomorrow. I don't really know. It's at home. It's Friday night Saints. I'd probably say Saints to be fair. I think it'll be quite close. 27-18. Okay. I might actually put a 5 on that because I'll be so pissed off if I actually get it right. You know what? I don't bet, but oh my God, was my luck in. I'm fairly sure I told you about this. So when Saints kicked off last season, they were just doing so well. So I thought, right, what are the odds for them to win the Prem? And I think it was this was in December last year. I want to say it was about 16-1. So I was like, right, it's worth a tenner. So I put a tenner on. And by me, we got to the final. I was like, right, I could win 160 quid today. So prior to that, I thought, right, you can choose try scorers. Now, obviously, the more specific you get with a bet, like the more out of luck you just are. But I was really analytical with Saints last season. Like I try to be every season, like a house-been player. Never got anywhere. But I got all 3 try scorers for Saints right as well, which I also put a tenner on. And I think in total, I won like 380 quid that day.
Nice.
Absolutely buzzing. Nice. That's the best bet I've ever done in my life.
And I thought that day as well, did it?
It was just amazing. I just thought, how on earth have I got all 3 try scorers right? Oh, mate, it's sick. And then we obviously won it, but that was good. Yeah, good fun.
Nice. Good chat.
Yeah. But obviously, now I've remembered there was something I was going to tell you, because now I haven't told you this because I wanted your initial straight reaction. Now, I've been given the first...
Is this what you were...
This is what I was going to tell you.
Okay, he hasn't said a thing
yet.
I
haven't said a thing yet. Now, as soon as this happened, the person in question, who I won't name, told me, they said straight away, that would be so good on your podcast. And I was like, yeah, actually, that's hilarious. So that's when I messaged you.
Yeah.
And so I'll cut out any details that's not necessary, but I'll give you all the day bits. You'll fucking crease at this. Anyway, so I've recently started seeing a girl, and it's going really well. And she's got her own place, which is really cool. And she said, look, this was like a week ago. This was Friday last week. And she goes, look, come see me Friday. I've got my dad and stepmum are staying up with me from around Bristol area, I think she said. So, but whilst they're up here, they're going to go out to see my dad's mum, so her nan, and going to go out to see my stepmum's son, so her brother-in-law. Stepbrother. I was like, oh, okay, cool. What time are they going to go out? She said, I'll probably be about 4 or 5. I was like, okay, fine. So I finished work at 2 o'clock, go to where she lives. She lives like an hour away. So go to where she lives. And she was like, well, we'll go out first and kind of wait for my dad and stepmom to leave. Because obviously we've only been dating for over 2 weeks at this point. She doesn't really want to know anything. I obviously don't want to meet anyone yet. It's still really early. So we go out, have lunch, went really, really well. And then it started pissing down rain. So we're like, well, what else can we do whilst out where we are? Which was in Coventry, which Sharon was saying it's a shithole. Sorry.
The team is good though.
Yeah, the team's right actually, and Wasps used to play there, but sore subject. So we're out and about, and she calls us. She goes, how's the dog? Because she's got a dog, and he goes, I was just about to head out, so wicked. So we go back to her house. Right, this is like the. Oh, what date number is this? We've dated quite a bit already. I think this was date number 4, because I saw her on the Thursday, I saw her Saturday, I saw her Monday, because she was off work, she got a new job. And then I saw her on the Friday. So yeah, this was date 4. So we're in her house, right? Get down to business.
Yeah.
And I couldn't fucking get it up. It was just like, what the fuck is happening?
Oh, what, 4 o'clock in the afternoon? You haven't even been drinking?
No, absolutely not. So I was like, what the fuck am I going to do? I was like, it's not her, she's fit as fuck. I'm like, what the fuck? So I put so much pressure on myself of, right, I'm going to bang her. Did other bits to try and sort myself out. I was like, something's got to fucking happen here. And absolutely nothing. So I'm just like, what do I do? So I was just like, I just said to her, you must make me nervous. I don't fucking know what to do. Anyway, 10 minutes later, she gets a text from her dad, right, saying, I've just got to pop back home because your stepmum needs some tablets. We're just like, what the fuck am I going to do?
Did that turn you on?
Yeah, maybe that's what I needed. Maybe he needed to be there the whole time. But I did say
Sounds
to her,
you needed the tablets.
Well, yeah, I know. I did say to her, I said, the funny thing is, if your dad just walked in, I could say, don't worry, I haven't fucked her. So,
got a problem.
Yeah, don't worry about it, mate, it didn't work. So I was like, oh God, what am I going to do? So this is all in her own house. And she was like, I can't believe I'm actually having to kick you out of my own house and my dad's going to come home. So I was like, well, I'll just disappear for a bit. She was like, why don't you go to the shop? I was like, why am I going to go to the fucking shop? I don't need anything. Well, actually, blue pills.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I could have done that, actually. I didn't think about that. So I got back in the car, I took it off the driveway and just parked down the street for a bit. She was on the phone to me until the dad pulled up. So meanwhile, I'm messaging a mate of mine, John, one of my clients we got on really, really well with, who we went out to the Euros with. And I'm like, mate, went to sleep, I couldn't get out. And he goes, what? I was like, yeah. He goes, are you sober? I said, yeah. He goes, oh, fucking hell, mate, I feel for you. He goes, what happened? Or what did you do? So I told him what I've just told you about how I happened to be out of the house. He said, if that was me, I'd be out of there off the face of the earth. I was like, yeah, to be fair, you got a good point. So meanwhile, I'm just like, fucking hell, what do I do? So then I messaged Gabby about it, who we might get on the podcast, because she actually wants to be on this podcast for some fucking strange reason.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh my God, but she said, actually, this could really work in your favour now you're in the car, just watch porn or something. I didn't, because I didn't have to. So I was just like laughing through this whole time, because I was just like, this story is just fucking great. So I'm waiting for a dad to pull up. Dad finally pulls up, does whatever he knows, gets up and then fucks off. So then I go back into the house and I'm just like, right, I cannot like let my family name down. So, watching a film for a bit and then, start doing a bit of scan. I was like, right, I was like, don't scare it off. Like it's there. Let's go for it. And finally, best 3.5 minutes of life.
Right.
And the first thing she said was, oh my God, I can't believe I've already got a story. You got to say this on the podcast. I was like, oh.
So did she tell you it's good for the podcast?
She told me it's good for the podcast. That's the first thing she said. I was like, that's a great point. That's when I texted you saying I got some gold for you. And you said, tell me. I was like, no, I've got to wait for your initial reaction. So there you go. So
I've got so many questions though.
Hit me.
Okay. So, right. The first one is, it's obviously a secret between you being there and her dad being there, or you just...
He knows about me, but he didn't know that I was going to go around or anything. No one knows about, apart from like her mates, not even her mum knows at this point that I've been around the house.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. So he didn't know I was going to be there.
Okay.
And she told me to fucking hide upstairs. I was like, no, absolutely not.
in the
how do you hide a 6'4" man child?
Well, I don't know. Where would you? Well, no, let's not go there. I want to get back onto the subject. So, for anyone that else is suffering with this
from erectile dysfunction,
we should be sponsored by Newman. There we go. If Newman's watching, you look like the Newman guy.
Do I?
Yeah.
Is he good looking? Is he good looking?
Well, he's cartoon.
Oh,
but
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. So where are we going? Oh yeah. Anyone that's watching this that's got the same problem, how did you solve it?
How did I solve it?
What was the one thing that went?
You know what? I think I just relaxed because I actually really like her.
So you were nervous? You were like...
No, I wasn't nervous. I just think I overthought it because there's been times before when I've like just gone and slept with someone and you've not thought about it, you've just gone and done it. Yeah. But I think because you build it up so much in your head of, right, we haven't slept with each other yet, it's going to be this time. And then it happens, you go, oh my God. Like there was no issue to start with.
Yeah.
And then when it got down to it, it just said, oh, fucking bye, see you later. like...
Closed down.
Yeah, I was like, hello, wasn't working. She didn't care. Like, I just thought, oh my God, like, God knows what she's told her mates, but it can't be that bad because I've seen her again since and I've put in a shift.
Hopefully she's got a podcast, we'll hear the other side.
Yeah, maybe.
But, epic.
Pretty good, yeah.
So when you seen her next?
Saw her yesterday, and then...
Did it work?
Twice.
There we go. So there's only one else.
Right, yeah. But then you get in your head again, don't you? Because you're just like...
It's like when you go to the toilet.
Yeah.
In a urinal and you get stage fright. You're like, I was bursting. Like, how am I not going?
I'm 28 and that still happens to me.
I don't know why I had to do the whole holding my penis kind of...
Yeah, it was just tragic. I'll see her again Sunday as well. But I think, yeah, just hell of a story. I mean, my life over this year has been just absolute chaos. More stories to be told, I'm sure. And then another client I told, he said, mate, when you write your autobiography, I'm going to be first in line. I'm like, fucking... And then actually 2 days later, Sarah, my client, said the same thing. I was like, fucking great. It's only been a year.
Nice.
Yeah, 2024, what a year.
What would you call it? The autobiography?
You know what? I actually noted this down a while ago of what I'd call it, and I can't remember. But something like... maybe that's a task because I think I like that. That's a good question. Yeah. What would I name my autobiography?
There you go. We'll both think of one.
Yeah.
Joe should have took the pill.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have
the blue side.
Yeah. It could be a triangular book. But they're all triangular, aren't they? If you put them to one side. Yeah. But just not even triangular. What diamond? Yeah. Not triangle.
Have it as that, but have the writing on the piss. Yeah, so you have to hold it like that.
And actually, the book opens like that.
Yeah, probably that.
Obviously, it'll be a hardback.
Oh, of course, absolutely.
Can't be softback.
Can't be softback.
Paperback.
No.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was my most recent experience. I've got loads of shit going on. Yeah, been a fucking wild ride over the last 9 months. Yeah.
Quality.
I can't wait to dig into more of your stories along those lines over time.
Oh, mate, I've got a few, but I mean, Lydia's heard some. Some of them embarrassing. Some of them are.
I mean, mine's pretty bad.
Yeah.
As soon as I told her,
Lydia doesn't like hearing them.
oh, she doesn't have to. Just mute that part.
Also, this episode's not for Lydia.
Yeah, I'm so glad I give a level of fuck that I give, which isn't much, because that would finish off most men.
Yeah.
Because bearing in mind I was in the car, I could have just left and driven off. Yeah. I thought, no, fuck that. I'm not letting myself down.
Yeah.
But yeah, character building, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, you've got to come over. You've got to get over some of these hurdles.
Yeah. Oh, she didn't have a fucking hurdle to get over.
Oh, speaking of come over, I've got a little floaty thing going on. No, speaking of in Italy, my 7-year-old's friend.
Yeah.
Who's also 9-year-old friend who's also 9. He heard a chat-up line at school, and you know how naive kids are. This chat-up line, like, he doesn't know the meaning of it.
Okay.
And he said it, and I just creased.
Go on.
He's like, "Are you a fire truck?" I was like, "Fire truck?" He's like, "Because you came in hard and left me wet." And I'm like, "Mate, don't use that. Don't use that." He's like, 9 years old. He does not know the meaning behind it. But he's like, "Oh yeah."
I bet you were so proud.
"Oh, listen to this, listen to this." I'm like, "Oh my God."
Where the fuck did he get that?
So Arlo, from his school.
Oh, mate.
But
where were
I
these
guess all of them
students when
don't
I was in school? That's what I want to know.
I guess all of them don't really know what the meaning.
Tell you what, just that, whilst we're on the topic of school,
Yeah.
I trained quite a few teachers, and not to name any, but you know, like when you were at school, there was always those notorious stories. Like, I remember one at mine. Like, I believe I'll leave this to the imagination, but she was referred to as Frozen Sausage Girl.
Okay.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So you know how
That's
you always
space docking apparently. The actual technical term is space docking, but it's not a sausage. No.
Do you know what a Cleveland accordion is? No. Google it.
There's a lot of things to Google.
I'll leave that for you. Google that, you'll love it. Where were we? Yeah, so you know you always have weird events at school, but obviously when I was at school, and certainly when you were at school, sure, 10 years older than me, there was only certain like levels of like social media. So for me, it was originally like MSN, MySpace, Facebook and Twitter came along.
Yeah.
And then Instagram, I think, was probably more so when I got to college. I can't really remember. But I don't think Snapchat was a thing. I'm fairly sure it wasn't. No. That's probably fucking for the best, to be quite honest, knowing how feral some people are these days. But a teacher was telling me, she said, "I've got some." She said, "Joe, I'm sure I'll have some stories for you." I said, "I'm sure you will." And one of them was about people like putting things up their arse. I'm just like start thinking that's quite normal. And she was, "No, boys." I'm like, "Fuck."
Okay.
Like, I don't know what's happened to society.
Maybe she should have tried that the other day.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe that would have worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Space docking.
Yeah, space docking.
What a great term.
Yeah.
Who creates these? Do you reckon they just try something ridiculous and go, right, what state or city am I in? Right, Burnley. And
Burnley
they
Burn.
Or they punch on they call it the Burnley Wonder Punch. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Donkey punch.
Donkey punch, yeah.
Yeah. I have no idea who makes these up.
No, that's correct.
But how do they spread? Like, if I could say, make one up to you, but how does that then get around to the world?
Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, Urban Dictionary, social media. But, yeah, but MSN was not, it was only just around when I was.
Yeah.
When I left school,
was that kind of the
Facebook
first,
wasn't even around.
Was that kind of the first thing for you then? Was that like your first social media? Was that when MSN was everything before?
Yeah, MSN.
Did you ever have Bebo?
ISQ or IMQ or something? IQ, something.
IQM? Was
yeah,
that it?
something like that. Yeah, little flowery
okay.
thing. But that's what the first one I remember messaging on. But when I went travelling in 2005, and there was no Instagram, no Facebook, no social media. It didn't exist. I remember having to create and buy a web domain for me to upload my travel photos so my family could see what I'm doing. Because you couldn't send SMS or picture messages or anything like that. And it's only like 20 years ago, whatever it is now. That's a long time ago. That is really long. Yeah, 2005 I left. But I just remember having to upload all these pictures so that my family could see, but had to go to an internet cafe to do so. Had to be there for an hour and a half for 5 photos to upload. It was like, in the end I was like, oh, fuck it, I can wait till I get back. Yeah, I didn't even have proper, you had a camera phone and stuff, but it was, so pixelated. I actually had the Razor flip phone. That was quite a little mod door.
I never had a flip, I had a slide phone. And then I got one of the
Matrix
first...
one.
Yeah, I got one of the first touchscreen Nokias, which was like a little brick. Wow, weird how far tech's come. What's your weekend looking like?
Weekend, I've got fireworks tonight.
What one are you going to?
Kimbolton.
Yeah.
So fireworks tonight. Actually, we're celebrating because Lydia got her Italian passport today.
Oh, they come through?
So, yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, fireworks. Tomorrow I got football, teaching and coaching in the morning. Howie's 8th birthday next week, but his party's tomorrow, so we've got that in the afternoon.
Nice.
Then we've got the qualifying, Sao Paulo Grand Prix qualifying.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, family roast qualifying, Grand Prix.
What time's race on Sunday? Sensible time.
It's going to be evening, I think
5
o'clock,
isn't it?
something like that.
Yeah.
But I like an evening Sunday because you can just chill, you've had your dinner, you can have whiskey, wine, and just relax.
Nice. Sounds ideal.
Decent. Yours?
Bit of work tomorrow morning. 3 sessions, I think. Seeing a client for a coffee at 12. I'll probably train at some point. And then watch the England All Blacks game. I think kickoffs at 2 or 3. Got Saints tonight, which will be good. And then nothing Sunday. Chilling.
Decent.
Yeah. Living the dream.
Nice. I think we've covered a lot. I think we've gone through a bit.
Quite a bit.
Any topic of conversation you want us to talk about, just let us know.
Just not politics or religion, because I'll get in trouble.
Yeah, which we covered some of it off. But we are just starting this, so if you could follow the Instagram page, which is Lloyd and Joe Show. I have to remember what we were calling ourselves. Yeah, Lloyd and Joe Show. Follow us. Yeah, give us a comment, give us a like.
It will get progressively better / worse as we go.
Yeah, we're just working out what we want to do, what we want to talk about.
And then in 3 years' time, we'll look back at this because we'll be in a studio with like 8 cameras pointing at us, going, fucking hell, we're going a long way.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And I'll have a hair transplant by then.
Yeah, and I won't. In fact, I won't lose my hair. I don't think I'll lose it. It's so thick. But jealous?
No.
No.
I got a good beard.
Yeah, I wish a beard. No, why do you have to do that every time you say beard?
Can't have it all.
It's like when you go and play golf, you have to do
Yeah,
the golf
gonna go and play there.
Yeah. Anyway, over and out.